What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be going over the first 5 episode titles for The Flash Season 9. Now guys, do keep in mind that these first 5 episode titles I don't believe are confirmed, but do come from a very reliable source that has correctly stated the first 5 episodes of The Flash, or just The Flash in general for each season. So yeah, with that said, let's get into the episode title for The Flash Season 9, Episode 1. So Season 9, Episode 1 is titled Wednesday Ever After. Now, what I think this means is, obviously we know from the synopsis for the season that the season's going to start off 1 week after the events of the Season 8 finale. So this is just, just going to be, the title simply means this is what's happening a week after the Season 8 finale is what I'm, deciphering from that. Now, what exactly could we be seeing in the first episode? I don't know, but I do think that they have to tease that Cobalt Blue Crystal, or maybe just the Blue Crystal. I mean, it's not confirmed it's related to Cobalt Blue, but we all definitely think it's going to be related to Cobalt Blue. So I think that, that Blue Crystal has to be at least mentioned or teased somehow, if not in this episode, sometime in the season. Now, something else I do want to go over is Eric Wallace also said that because Season 8 wasn't the final season, he used the Blue Crystal to tease the Season 9 villain. Now, we're all expecting this to be Cobalt Blue, as I just said, but because we know that Red Death is already going to be a main villain, is it possible the Blue Crystal was teasing the Red Death the whole time somehow? Now, do I think that this is the case? No, probably not, but, with Red Death being an alternate version of Batwoman, things don't line up for the Blue Crystal referring to her exactly. So hopefully we get Cobalt Blue sometime. Hopefully that, the Blue Crystal is actually referring to Cobalt Blue, and hopefully we get to see Cobalt Blue sometime after Red Death in The Flash Season 9. Now, going back to what I said about them teasing the Blue Crystal in The Flash Season 9, Episode 1, now, in the past of The Flash, they have always always had the cliffhanger paid off in the very first episode of the new season, except in Season 8, where there wasn't really a cliffhanger. They just started Armageddon. Now, with that said, after the Armageddon storyline, they did kind of continue on from Season 7 onto Season 8. They did like a little scene right after Barry and Iris's wedding renewal. They had a little scene with Bart, Nora, and all them. That was, meant to follow the events of Season 7, so they could do something like that here as well with the Blue Crystal. They could have, them do that 5-episode Red Death arc, and then after that they would do like the Blue Crystal stuff. I think that's definitely possible here as well, just because they recently did that in Season 8. But yeah, anyways, moving on, Episode 2 of Season 9 is going to be titled Hear No Evil. Now, this one, I don't really got much for this one. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have some theories in regard to what that could mean. I'm going to assume it has something to do with the Rogues, though, just based off of Episode 3's title. So yeah, make sure you guys comment down below what you think Hear No Evil means. I think it could be, something related to maybe Barry thinking about turning the Rogues into, like, anti-heroes, sort of like Leonard Snart. I think that could be maybe what that's referring to. But yeah, make sure you guys comment down below what you think Hear No Evil could mean, because you guys might have a better idea of it than me. But yeah, moving on to Episode 3 of Season 9, which is going to be titled Rogues of War. Now, this one, I think that just made me very happy, because, the Rogues are, in the comics, they are basically the villains of The Flash, or the only villains, at least in the start of the Flash's Barry Allen comics. But yeah, the Rogues of War, I think that's great, because that really shows that the first 3 episodes are really going to be focused on the Rogues. Who else might there be? We don't know. The only real bad Rogues we've seen is Captain Boomerang as one, and then the second one being, maybe that Season 1 Rainbow Raider, maybe he's still a villain, but we know that the Hotness, Goldface apparently, and Pied Piper are all going to be helping Barry, presumably take down the Red Death. So those aren't exactly villains. So what other Rogues could we see being villains? Are we going to see another Captain Cold? Are we going to see, like, are they going to bring back Gorilla Grodd? Like, what are they going to do here? I'm really interested to see what they do. Make sure you guys comment below what you think they'll do, because I think this episode is going to be a good one. Now, also in this episode, episode 3, I believe is the first episode that we're going to be seeing the Red Death, and we know that the rogues from the synopsis are going to be led by somebody. Now, I'm going to assume that this is going to be the Red Death. The Red Death leading the rogues could be so cool to see. I just really hope that Eric Wallace doesn't screw it up. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. But yeah, now let's move on to the last 2 episode titles of the Red Death arc. The first one being episode 4 of season 9 is going to be Mask of the Red Death part 1, which means episode 5 of season 9 is going to be Mask of the Red Death part 2. Now, a lot of people were comparing these 2 titles here with Mask of the Red Death to like a poem that was written like a long time ago, and the poem was basically about like a plague spreading over people, and I think that's definitely something that could connect to the Red Death on the Flash. They could have like a similar type of thing, like maybe the Red Death is like just, I don't know, just killing people, and there's like killings going around. There's a serial killer out there, so, you know, something like that. I think is definitely possible. Of, you know, what that could be referring to. So yeah, obviously we know that the Red Death is going to be an alternate Batwoman. We know Batwoman's going to be fighting the Red Death along with the Flash, of course, and some rogues that have turned good, Pied Piper, Hotness, and Goldface. So yeah, that should be a pretty interesting battle with all these different random characters returning to fight the Red Death. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they've got for us in season 9, and I'm excited to see what you guys have to say about these episode titles. But anyways, I'd say that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this video down below, as well as your thoughts on what you think these episode titles could mean. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.